You know, one of the toughest skills for any leader isn't about winning every argument, not at all. It's actually about knowing which battles are even worth your energy. So today, we're diving into the art of strategic disengagement, knowing when to step back so you can really move forward. So let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? You get to the end of the day and you're just completely wiped out. And not because of the big, important projects, but because of all the little, draining conflicts and arguments. It's that kind of burnout that just slowly eats away at your focus. But here's the thing. Great leaders, the ones who truly make an impact, they don't get pulled into every little skirmish. Nope. They are incredibly selective. They choose their battles with purpose. And today, we're going to break down exactly how they do it, giving you a framework you can start using right away. To really get a handle on this modern skill, we're actually going to look back in time. Because honestly, some of the best lessons on strategy don't come from the latest business bestseller, but from these timeless stories that have been guiding leaders for centuries. This single piece of advice, this is the core of everything we're talking about. It's not about avoiding conflict, it's about figuring out which single pivotal engagement is the one that actually changes the outcome. Everything else, it's just noise. So think about the story of the warrior Arjuna. He was constantly being provoked, insulted, and everyone around him was pushing him to react, but he was advised to hold back. Why? Because every little bit of energy he spent on those minor provocations was energy he couldn't use in the one fight that actually mattered. This is like ignoring petty office drama to nail a critical project deadline. It's strategic restraint, and it is not weakness. And it goes even deeper than that. Krishna was actually known for walking away from an unnecessary war. He knew the outcome was already decided. Fighting would have just been a colossal waste of energy and resources. It's a powerful reminder that real leadership sometimes means having the confidence to just walk away. Or think about it this way. Imagine a spy deep behind enemy lines. They might face insults, humiliation, you name it. And they absolutely have the skills to fight back. But they don't. Why? Because their mission isn't to win a personal squabble. It's to observe, to gather critical intel, and to report back. Their silence isn't passive. It's a weapon. It's a deliberate choice serving a much, much bigger goal. Okay, so let's bring these powerful, ancient ideas into the world that you and I live in every single day, the modern corporate battlefield, with all of its meetings, emails, and pressures. All right, let's get real. Here's a classic situation. Your boss tells you to collect a debt from a client, but you know that senior management has already decided to blacklist them. You know it, they know it, this payment is not going to happen. It feels completely pointless, right? This is where you have to totally reframe your objective. Your goal is not the payment. That's the unwinnable battle. Your real goal is professional execution. You use it to practice your communication skills, you meet your job requirements, you log the effort, and you move on. The second you emotionally detach from that impossible outcome, you win back all of your energy and focus. Okay, here's another one, especially for anyone in talent acquisition. You're recruiting top talent, people who are known for jumping from job to job. You know from the get-go that a lot of your offers are going to be turned down, and some people are just going to ghost you. It can feel really personal and frankly demoralizing. The key is making a mental shift before you even begin. You have to accept the reality. It's a numbers game. You tell yourself, look, this is just part of the process. My real success is going to come from the few who say yes, and I'm not going to take the rejections personally. You stop fighting that unwinnable battle of trying to convert every single candidate. And this all brings us to a wonderfully blunt but incredibly useful leadership lesson. I love this one. It's called the dead horse principle. It's so simple. When you realize the horse you're riding is in fact dead, the best strategy is to get off. So let's look at the difference here. Riding the dead horse is trying to fix people who don't want to change. It's pouring your energy into something that gives you zero back. But the strategic dismount? Well, that's about accepting reality, protecting your own energy, and saving it for the battles you can actually win. Okay, so we've looked at the philosophy and how it plays out in the corporate world. Now let's get tactical. Let's build a clear, actionable framework you can use the very next time you find yourself in one of those high-tension situations, especially if you're a project manager. I want you to picture this. You're near the end of a really complex IT project. The client's getting nervous, you've got some high-ego developers playing games, there are questions about the billing, and yep, the blame game is officially starting. It's a total pressure cooker, and your first instinct is to react emotionally. But hold on, before you dive in, ask yourself a very simple, logical question. Is reacting to this going to increase my pay? The answer, almost always, is a hard no. Okay, question number 2. Is pointing fingers at a developer or some other department, is that actually going to fix the client's problem right now? Again, no. It just wastes time and creates more chaos. And here's the final and maybe most important question for setting your boundaries. Is it my primary job to manage the egos of other highly paid professionals? No. Your job is to manage the project. Report the facts, not the drama. So after you've asked those questions, you really only have 3 strategic options. Number 1, hard confrontation. But you save this. You only use it when you have the clear authority and the outcome can still be changed. Number 2, formal escalation. Do this once, do it professionally, and do it to document the issue, not to vent. And then there's number 3, our focus today, strategic disengagement. You choose this when you realize the return on your emotional and mental energy is absolute zero. And this brings us to our final and, I think, most important point. We have to start thinking about our energy and our focus in a totally different way. It is not an infinite resource. It is your most valuable professional currency. Look, this is all about opportunity cost. Every single minute you spend on an ego war, on a blame game, on a project that's already dead, that is a minute you cannot spend finding a new client, building a better system, or mentoring your team. You have to choose where you invest your currency. So here is your immediate next move. I want you to do this today if you can. First, write down the top 3 battles that are draining your energy this week. Second, be brutally honest with yourself and cross out the ones where your involvement, no matter how hard you fight, is not going to change the outcome. And finally, take that time and energy you just saved and consciously reinvest it into something that actually builds for the future. Because that's the ultimate lesson here. In leadership, real winning isn't loud. It's not about the drama of the fight. True winning is calm, it is strategic, and more than anything else, it is selective. Choose your battles wisely, and you will absolutely win